Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about Father's Day. I feel I'm probably, I don't know, maybe I'll do one for Mother's Day. I know Mother's Day passed, but I don't know. I feel like Father's Day is one of those holidays that it's not really thought about, and Mother's Day is kind of, at least all my family ever thinks about. I'll give you a little story. Let's adjust this. Okay. Give me a little story. So, every Mother's Day, we used to go to my grandma. So my grandma had, she lived in one of those 55 and olders, and she lived in Red Bank, New Jersey. I don't know if any of you have ever gone to Red Bank, New Jersey, but I don't know. She lived in this condo where it was this small little 55 and older 1-bedroom condo, right? And then you drive 5 minutes down the road and there'd be these mansions. That's why on Dance Moms, the one girl, she's from Red Bank, and they all act like they're the best on the face of the earth. But sometimes I wonder if the one from Red Bank lived in one of those mansions, because I actually know what it was like. But on Mother's Day, we will go to Red Bank. We go visit my grandma, and my grandma was a very tough woman. She wasn't the type to bake cookies, just to let everybody know. We actually never, ever went out to eat with my grandmother because she hated going out to eat. I think that was a generational thing, though, to be honest. And, but anyway, so Mother's Day was the only holiday that, we could actually take her out to eat and she wouldn't complain about it. So we used to go to this Chinese buffet, and, I didn't really, at the time, I didn't realize that, everywhere has these, Chinese buffets where, you pay, $12 and then, you can get whatever you want. But when I was little, I didn't know that they were all over the place. I thought that, it was just in Red Bank. And, in Red Bank, there were two. I don't know if there's still two, but at the time, there were two. And that's what we used to do for Mother's Day. And of course, I was a little kid, and I used to jump around a lot and not necessarily eat that much. And my father, and here's where we're getting into it. My father, whenever, and he still does this to this day, whenever he goes to a buffet, it doesn't matter if it's a Chinese buffet or if it's an old country buffet or a Golden Corral or any of that kind of stuff, he does not eat any food. It's so funny. He starves the entire day. He doesn't eat anything, right? And then he goes to buffet and he eats all the ice cream, all the cookies, all the cake. That's it. He likes ice cream. Sometimes he likes the cookies at the Chinese buffet, the little almond ones. I mean, who doesn't like those? But he eats that, the almond cookies, the soft serve ice cream. Sometimes he'll get sometimes they have the little Dixie cups. He'll eat that. Italian ice, Jello. He doesn't he doesn't eat pie. He doesn't eat those those sugar cookies with the shortening, the heavy sugar cookies that are popular around Christmas time. They have different designs and stars and stuff and sprinkles. He doesn't eat that kind of stuff. But he eats and he doesn't eat hard ice cream either. He just eats the Dixie cup ice cream. He eats the soft serve ice cream, the Italian ice, the Jello, the Asian cookies, cake, that Italian cake where it's the 3 different colors. And he likes chocolate, but he doesn't necessarily eat chocolate. So anyway, so that's what he eats. And it's still, I'm an adult and I still think it's so funny. So as a kid, I'm jumping around and I'm not eating that much, because that's what that's kind of popular kids. They don't really sit and eat. And then my mom, oh, Megan, go get something to eat because we just paid $10 for you to come to the buffet. And I'm all right, well, I'm getting whatever he's getting. And then Dad's over there with like this enormous like sundae that's DIY sundae. And then my parents always used to get in a fight. Like, my mom would yell at my dad, like, oh, it was joking argument, you know, like, oh, why are you eating junk? You're teaching the kids that it's okay to eat junk for dinner. But it was like a joking argument because my mom, like, she cared that we ate, but we always would go out for ice cream before dinner. And the reason why was because the lines were too long after dinner. And then at the buffet, it was the same exact idea. Like, oh, well, I'll eat my dessert first and then I'll have dinner. And my mom always just shrugged it off because she didn't really care because she wasn't really cooking. And, you know, it was Mother's Day. So that's what we did Mother's Day, and it was a celebration for everybody, right? Like, my dad got to eat all the treats that he wanted. My grandma actually got to go out to eat and eat, you know, cooking at a restaurant. My mom didn't have to cook. And then me and my brother got to stare at the fish because for some reason they always have a fish tag at these places, or at least the ones in Red Bank did. So that's what we did for Mother's Day. And then for Father's Day, to be honest, I only remember celebrating 2 Father's Days in my entire life. And that's why I'm doing this video, because every Mother's Day we celebrate. Every Mother's Day we do something. Even when I was away at college, you know, finishing up finals or in school, we always celebrated. And Father's Day is not always like that. Usually we're like, everybody's in a different place. Sometimes we call, sometimes we don't. It does fall on a Sunday, but like normally nothing's going on at church on Sundays in the summer, right? Because people are on vacation. So it always gets like pushed by the wayside. I remember one time we went out for ice cream and my dad but it wasn't like, he didn't get a buffet, you know, he got like Italian ice. We went out to ice cream, that's usually his go-to, he gets Italian ice. And then another time, I think we might have gone to like IHOP or Denny's, some breakfast place, because my dad's favorite food is breakfast food. So some, like, those are the only 2 things I remember. And you know how fathers are. It's very difficult to buy things for a parent. And my dad's like old-fashioned in the sense that, like, if you buy him a shirt, he's never gonna wear it. You buy him shoes, he'll never wear it. So you always have to get him something that's like unique or strange, or scientific, or TV oriented. But like, I don't know, men are just difficult to shop for in general, especially fathers, especially when you're a daughter buying something for your father. It can be kind of hard. But I did want to do this video. Shout out to all the dads out there. Shout out, I don't know, I feel like dads in general get a lot of like crap, and in therapy you do notice that a lot of times like it's pretty apparent if the father did walk out on the family, or the father was like at work all the time, or the father was just a father figure, not necessarily like existent. You do, like, that does come up a lot of times in therapy, and that might be another reason why people in general just don't really celebrate Father's Day. But like, I don't know, mothers could walk out too. Like, you know, just because you carried the baby doesn't mean you're in it for the long run. Like, I hate to say it, but it could happen to either mother or father, you know. But I don't know. I mean, I've been fortunate. Like, my dad, he's an introvert. He doesn't have social media at all. But I'm like very fortunate. Like, I wouldn't say I'm not a daddy's girl or anything, but we're very similar in a lot of different ways. We even look alike, and I still take that as an insult, like that I look like my father. Like, I'm a girl. How can I possibly look like a guy? But otherwise he's been great, very reliable, very, I don't know, sweet, caring, Always wants to make other people, always puts others before himself. That's for sure. I mean, everybody has their little traits. For me, I guess, like, as a daughter, as a music therapist, it can be difficult for people to relate. It can be difficult for people, especially your parents, to understand your profession. So my dad, we didn't necessarily bond. Like, we don't really, well, we both like watching movies and watching TV shows, but we don't necessarily like the same TV or movies, right? And he definitely, he was musical at one point. He played clarinet, but he didn't really like it. So, like, yeah, so we don't really have that much in common, but, like, he's my dad, and I think like him, and I act like him sometimes, and I get worked up about money just like he does. But yeah, so anyway, I don't think I'm going to do anything to celebrate. Just probably call, and I'll email him a card because... you know, he's old-fashioned that way, but that's what I'll do. But I'd love to hear what you guys are going to do for Father's Day, and I'd love to know, like, if anybody does or has any Father's Day traditions, maybe I can incorporate them into the future, and it won't be such a forgetful holiday. So, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Maybe you guys are doing like a nice barbecue or a pool party or going to the beach, or maybe you guys should go to the nice beaches like Nantucket or Cape Cod or Martha's Vineyard. Maybe your father like owns a boat or has boat shoes or smokes a cigar. Isn't that what like fathers are supposed to do? Smoke cigars, stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great Father's Day. And I love to hear what traditions or what things you guys do. And I'd love to incorporate that into the future. Heck, maybe next year I'll show you guys what I'm doing or how I'm incorporating things into my schedule.